We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, right back to Lindsay. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Steve McClendon.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And 2.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
That's good.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
21-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Lindsay. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll run with Lindsey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7. Buccaneers 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Space to maneuver at the 40. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of
back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Brady's pass.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Escaping the pressure right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Just a yard to go here on second down. From the gun, it's Brady. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Taken down.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Pick up on the play.
Shotgun now for Brady.
Buccaneers.
And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Brady. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Broncos 7, Buccaneers 0. Ryan Suckup on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good.
11 yards there. First down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
49-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
45, 45, 45, come on, 45. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. Why 64 weeks?
They'll run here with Lindsey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Green on the tackle.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check 45 to Mike. Switch up.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt.
As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Brady. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
29 yards. And a Buccaneer.
Operating from the gun, Brady. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The ball carrier.
The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, Brady. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver.
But now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Are you 61? Matchbox, Mike. Kill. You're out. Kill. Turn up. Shoot. Check 24.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
I know people see Philip Lindsey's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsey. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now it's Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. With an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Locke. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
A gain of 15. First down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Back at the 35.
It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady caught on the right side by Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, here's Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Broncos, 19.
From the gun, Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
A gain of
the goal for any
yards.
offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Succop now for the Tampa Bay field goal.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Buccaneers 6.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Lindsey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Philip Lindsay, the ball
Praise
carrier.
has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A little check down to Lindsey. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here's Lindsey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Check 13. Check 13. 36. 36. Check. Leo.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
Slam. Slam. Tight dog. Tight dog. Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Dog dog. Kill. Kill. Kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
Squeeze. Get in there.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Steve McClendon there on the stop. A 3-yard pick.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Lock it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, go.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear, trying to talk him into going for it right here.
And McManus able to put it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Another run by Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Check, 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 check.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The kick by McManus is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Brady to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got Evans. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And he puts it through.
That ties the game 13-all. Ryan Suckup set to
all square now at 13-all as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Back to throw. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Lock. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw of overtime for Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete to O.J.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And a Buccaneer first down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Wait, that 380.
Jones. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now.
So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Succop's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
In overtime.
A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.